Hello, folks. This is Bob with GoBob, and yes, it is back. What's back, you say? Well, you longtime GoBobbers know the Corral Builder is back. The Corral Builder page on our website, GoBobPipe.com, was the highest rated page on our entire website. It had the most traffic, the greatest number of visitors, and people spent the most time there than any other page on our website. But 2 or 3 years ago, something in the software broke. And then we found out that the company we bought the software from was broke too. We looked and looked for a software to replace it with no luck. Finally, about 6 months ago, we hired a brilliant programmer to rebuild our Corral Builder from scratch. Thomas did an incredible job and even improved it. So now it's back. It's a powerful tool that you can use to design your corral and or working system for your cattle. It's so easy, even old guys like me can operate it. You can drag and drop, then reposition sections of fence, gates, squeeze chutes, alleys, tubs, what have you. And everything is to scale. It also generates a list of everything you use to design the corral. We encourage you to print copies for your own use, and we will email you back an itemized quote of all the fence materials and equipment at today's prices. You can even use it to get prices from other suppliers. It doesn't bother us because we are confident that we, GoBob, will give you the biggest bang for your buck out there. If you'd like to see how it works, just keep watching. You will see our own cattle specialist, Chris Stansberry, building a working system. Consider it a tutorial that you can come back to anytime you want. Chris is a 40-year veteran of the cattle industry, and that includes 25 years as the range superintendent for the Oklahoma State University Beef Research Department. In plain talk, that means he has trained thousands of animal science students, thousands of veterinary students, plus tens of thousands of cattlemen just like you and me. One more thing before I turn you over to Chris. After you do your design, if you'd like for Chris to review it and make any suggestions, just type review, that's REVIEW, in the comments box. It's a free service from GoBob. Here's Chris.
Well, thanks, Bob. I want to get into the Corral Builder and kind of give you a little small, short, quick tutorial of what happens whenever you pull up corralbuilder.com. And this will be the home page. And right up here in the top left corner, you're going to see the compass, so you can orient your pins whichever way to, north, south, east, and west. And then the larger white squares represent 10 feet by 10 feet. Then we have our drop-down options: fencing and corral material, livestock equipment, hay and feeding equipment, and then we have our sheds, shelters, and barns. You click on the drop down, it's going to give you all the options of different types of materials that we have at GoBob. The next drop down, livestock equipment, and we go through our hay equipment, drop over to the next one, then we have different shed size options. And what I did is I opened another tab earlier and I selected items that we want to use to build our set of pins or design our set of pins. So I'll give you an idea how that works. So we'll go up here, we're going to select our 6-rail continuous fence panels. All of the items will go right to the middle of the screen. So what you need to pay attention to is we're going to click on another continuous fence panel, the same one, and it basically duplicates it right in the center of the screen. So what you need to be sure, it'll just stack those panels or the gates or whatever like that. It'll stack it right on top of each other. So you need to make sure, what I always do is I select one, then I drag it over to where I want it. Just to we're kind of compiling an inventory over here, you might say. So what we're going to do is I've already selected a Pearson XL Prime chute to go into our set of corrals. I selected one of our GoBob cattle alleys, adjustable cattle alleys. And then I selected also one of our GoBob cornerless tubs. I believe this is a 12-foot tub. No, it's a 10-foot. Yeah, 10-foot tub. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with this tub, and I'll just give you an idea. Basically, you're just gonna click and drag, place it where you want it. You know, we've got north, south, east, and west. So right above here, you know, this is going north. Then I'm gonna set our alleyway in place. And like I told you earlier, just kind of get it close, then use your arrow key to orient it to where you would like it to be, straight up and down, at an angle, basically however you want it to set in there. I'm gonna set it in just like this, and I'm gonna square it up, and I'm gonna bring over our Pearson XL Prime chute, then I'm gonna orient that and get it in line. Just like that. I'm kind of picky on, I want to make sure everything's lined up straight and perfect. You don't have to be, I mean, you can get it close. The main thing is like I said, there'll be a running total. Now my estimated total, and these prices could vary depending upon, you know, steel prices going up, our production costs going up, things of that nature. So you just want to make sure that, you know, you have that in mind. Because if you design this and then 6 months later you want the same price, prices could have changed. So anyway, now we're going to move one of our continuous fence panels over here, kind of set it in place. We also have, I selected some 4-inch pipe to use in this corral, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have gates along this edge right here. Those are a 12-foot gate. So you just slide it up into place. And I'm gonna go ahead and put a post in here. That way it's keeping track of all my posts, all my panels, and all the gates that I'm using. Just like that. Bring another 12-foot gate over. Okay, I've kind of went in and I've cleaned up a few things, and folks, this is not perfect. We just wanted to give you an idea of what you could do. There's a lot of other things we could add to this. And one thing I like, and I'm also a bud box fan, and I'm gonna probably do a tutorial showing how to use and incorporate a bud box into your system. We'll do that at a later date, but you could add this. You can extend these pins out to 40 feet for more capacity. There's a lot of different things we can do here. We can put gates in front of our chute to try to, you know, sort coming out of the chute. There's just a lot of things. We just wanted to give you an idea. What I did add was one of our loading chutes, which you can incorporate into our cornerless tub, because it does have a gate in this corner for loading out of. Using your tub gate, just pushing cattle around, either go into your alley or you can go into your loadout. So once you're all complete and you've kind of got things figured out the way, you know, you want it, just go up here to save and send. Click on that. You're gonna have your box in which you can put your name, first and last name, phone number, your email address, zip code, then hit save and send. Oh, and we are gonna be adding a comment box to this section. So if there's things that, you know, you would like to see, or things that maybe we could do different to make things better, we'd love to hear your comments. So once you do that and you hit save and send, it is going to send it to the email address that you put in this email box. Once you've completed the form, added your comments, anything like that, if you would like for me to review it, feel free to write that in the comments. That'll come straight to me and we can go from there. Once you have that complete, obviously you hit save and send. I'm gonna hit cancel because we didn't put any information in there. So this is what you're gonna get once you hit save and send. You're gonna get an email that will have your drawing, okay? And this is gonna show what we just went over in the tutorial, a full detailed picture of what you've designed. Then you're gonna scroll down and it's gonna give you an itemized list with current pricing. Like we said before, these prices may change. But it's gonna give you that whole itemized list. These are gonna be the part numbers in which you can talk to any of our sales personnel and they can build this and get you a current price quote for the materials that you've selected. If there's anything you'd like us to review, like I said, just put that in the comment section and we'd be more than happy to help. Well, I'd like to really thank everybody for joining in. We're really excited about the new Corral Builder program. It's taken quite a while, and a lot of hard work to get this thing up and rocking. And we want to thank Bob for really pushing all of us to try to get this done and get it out to folks. We think it's really going to be an excellent tool that you can use. If you do need any help in design, feel free to give us a call at the number at the bottom of the screen. And until next time, we appreciate you joining us.